With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in Italian. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description.
Welcome to Can Do Italian by ItalianPod101.com.
Ciao a tutti, sono Felice Angelini. Hi everyone, I'm Felice Angelini. In this lesson, you learn essential social expressions, such as thank you.
This is Ben Lee, and he's on the train. A fellow passenger drops his wallet as he exits the train. Ben picks up the wallet and chases after the man. He calls to the man by saying, "Excuse me."
Scusi,
Listen to the following 3 short dialogues between Ben and the man.
scusi,
Sì,
Ben hands the man the wallet.
grazie.
prego,
Ben turns to board the train, but the door is shut.
Scusi,
non c'è problema.
Once more with the English translation.
Scusi,
Excuse me.
sì,
Yes? Ben hands the man the wallet.
grazie.
Thank you.
prego,
You're welcome. Ben turns to board the train, but the door is shut.
Scusi,
I'm sorry.
non c'è problema.
It's no problem.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at these 3 conversations.
First, do you remember how Ben Lee says, "Excuse me"?
Scusi,
In this context,
scusi,
is used to get someone's attention and translates as "excuse me."
scusi, scusi,
This is a formal expression. Ben uses it because he's speaking with someone he doesn't know. Note, this expression can also be used as a mild apology, but here Ben uses it to get the attention of the person he's chasing after. Remember this expression. You'll use it later in the lesson. Do you remember how the passenger acknowledges Ben by saying, "Yes"?
sì,
Yes?
sì,
sì,
The second part of the conversation takes place after Ben returns the passenger's wallet. Do you remember how the passenger says, "Thank you"?
grazie.
Thank you.
grazie,
Thank you.
grazie,
Grazie.
To add more emphasis to your appreciation, you could say,
grazie mille,
literally, "thanks 1,000," but it translates as, "thanks a lot."
grazie mille,
This is an idiomatic expression used throughout all of Italy. Note,
mille grazie,
1,000 thanks is a less frequently used variation, meaning the same thing. Do you remember how Ben says, "You're welcome"?
Prego.
You're welcome.
Prego. Prego. Prego.
Is from the verb
Pregare.
meaning to pray.
Prego.
You're welcome is the most common translation, but this is a versatile phrase that can be used in multiple situations with many translations, so you'll come into contact with it a lot. After the train doors shut and Ben misses his train, do you remember how the passenger apologizes to Ben by saying, "I'm sorry"?
Scusi.
I'm sorry. In this context,
Scusi.
I'm sorry.
Scusi.
The passenger feels responsible for Ben missing his train and is apologizing. So here
Scusi.
means I'm sorry, while in the first dialogue
Scusi.
means excuse me, as Ben is trying to get the passenger's attention. The meaning of
Scusi.
depends on context. Do you remember how Ben replies, "It's no problem"?
Non c'è problema.
This starts with
Non.
which means not.
Non. Non.
Next is
C'è.
which means there is.
C'è. C'è. C'è.
Is the contracted form of
Ci è. Ci.
there.
Ci. È.
Is.
È.
Dropping the vowel sound from
Ci.
makes the phrase
C'è.
easier to pronounce. Last is
Problema.
problem.
Problema. Problema.
Altogether,
Non c'è problema.
literally means not there is problem, but it translates as it's no problem or no problem.
Non c'è problema.
This is a common phrase used to express that things are all right.
Scusa is the informal form of scusi. Scusa. Excuse me. Scusa. Scusa. Scusa is used in informal situations, such as when speaking with people of similar age and social status. They are both imperative forms of the verb scusare, which means to excuse or to forgive. Let's look at the expressions once more. Listen and repeat, or speak along. Pay attention to the body language. Scusi. Scusi. Sì? Sì? Grazie. Grazie. Prego. Prego. Scusi. Scusi. Non c'è problema. Non c'è problema. Scusa. Scusa.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how Ben Lee says, "Excuse me"?
Scusi.
Scusi. And how the passenger says, yes?
Sì?
Sì? Do you remember how to say thank you? Grazie. Grazie. And how to say you are welcome? Prego. Prego. Do you remember how the passenger says, I'm sorry?
Scusi.
Scusi. And how Ben says, it's no problem.
Non c'è problema.
Non c'è problema.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you receive a popular Italian candy from your Italian teacher. Say, thank you. Ready?
Grazie. Prego.
Listen again and repeat.
Grazie. Grazie.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Mark Lee and a passenger bumps into you. Respond by saying, it's no problem. Ready?
Scusi.
Non c'è problema.
Listen again and repeat.
Non c'è problema. Non c'è problema.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark Lee and you see a man drop his wallet. Get his attention. Ready?
Scusi.
Sì?
Listen again and repeat.
Scusi. Scusi.
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to use essential social expressions in Italian. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.